Hi, it's Bugden and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And today I thought I'd throw up some wonderful combat clips from the guys and myself and talk about PPI insurance. So, our PPI insurance scheme has nearly gone into its full first year. We started the scheme last February. We're on the cusp of that now. By the time I probably release this video, we'll be into February. And it's been a really interesting year. It's been a learning experience. It's been something new that we've brought to our array of criminal activities. It was Polo's idea, based upon IED's strong arming of our BGS. We elected to give up our BGS so they no longer had a hold over us. And because I'd spent so much of my time away from the Dark Marauders when I was helping 7th Legion in their war against IED doing counter BGS, I learned a lot. You learn a lot when getting battered at BGS daily, I'll tell you. I learned how to be a royal pain in the butt. Not massively effective, but a royal pain in the butt. IED ended up asking for 2 ceasefires during the war, and partly that was because of the amount of elections that were being triggered, the amount of wars that were being started, the amount of annoying things going on within their BGS. So they decided to have a couple of ceasefires, and they used that time to fix the damage. But because I learned so much about counter BGSing, about causing problems for people's BGS, when I came out to the Dark Marauders, me and Polo had a chat about it, and Polo thought it was the final piece in the puzzle. It had the idea of doing a protection racket for a long time, but with my now new counter BGS knowledge, Rebel of Chemo Crew we could call upon for advice, we could plot and scheme our way into attacking people's BGS for money. Now I'll be honest, PPI got off to a cracking start, and the first 3 months were absolutely awesome. It slowed somewhat because of the release of Odyssey, and there were some issues where BGS was very messed up for a while, so we had to take a break from it. But overall it's been a roaring success. We've had 9 player groups pay us for PPI protection. Out of the groups that we've actually outwardly attacked, we have a reasonable strike rate. We did lose a couple of we notably lost against BREP, or BREP have not paid so far, is how we like to frame it, after involvement from much larger player groups pushing back against us, which is not a surprise. BGS is a numbers game, you know, and anytime a huge BGS group, you know, puts themselves in our way, there's, you know, it's going to be very difficult for us, being a very small group, to make headway. We had another group that didn't want to engage with us at all, made that very clear, sent some very abusive messages and reported us all to FDev for harassment because we dared to attack their BGS. So we elected to pull out on that one because it was going to be no fun. If people don't want to engage with it, don't want to role play with it, and just want to go down the assault route, it's not worth our time getting involved with them. And it does make you wonder why they chose the decision to have a BGS if they're going to be that precious about it being attacked, because it's going to be attacked in the future by much larger groups than us, and they can't claim harassment every time someone attacks their BGS. It's kind of ridiculous. The levels of assault involved in that one, not worth dealing with, so we just cut and run from that one. But overall, it's been widely received as a positive. In terms of generating gameplay for the community, some of the PPI attacks have turned into almost proper CGs. There's been some fun fighting at them, there's been some amazing occurrences, there's been some amazing incidences of roleplay, great encounters in PvP, fun silliness, shenanigans. One of my favourite PPI attacks was there was a guy that doesn't play in open that had a bounty on him for 1 billion credits, and we used PPI to draw him into open so Orc can have a 1v1 with him and kill him for the billion credit bounty. So it has been a very useful scheme. One of my other favourite PPI attacks was a combat logger that logged 3 times. We asked for 3 rebuys, he refused, so we took 3 assets off them. We took 1 system off them, we took 3 assets off them, as punishment for his combat logging ways. And yeah, they didn't pay us the protection money, but we will probably go down there at some point later on and take the 3 assets off them again and again and again, because we can. And until the combat logger wants to take his rebuys, we'll quite happily punish his BGS instead, because as we said to him, he can combat log but his BGS can't. What we learned was not everyone has a sense of humor about these things. Some people are very precious about their BGS, so we have to be very careful when we send messages. I tend to take the stance now of like star star star, in-game roleplay only, star star star, because the people who scream like we're threatening them or we're extorting them. It's like, it's a video game. We're extorting you in a video game, not in real life. It's not a real threat. We're not threatening anything real. It's pixels. Certainly going forward, we're going to have to be more careful with our PPI targets. But I'd like to remind the people who paid last year, your protection was for 1 year and 1 year only. So, when the anniversary kicks around, we might revisit you. But keep an eye on this space, because there'll be a new PPI advert soon, as we prepare for our Season 2 PPI attacks. And if you don't want to be on the list, you can always contact us and discuss payment. But I'll give you a tip: wait till the advert's out, because you may want to take notice of that. But all in all, PPI has been a resounding success. Polo invented it. It was his idea, and it has been one of the most fun things we did for the year. It was great fun, great entertainment. I can't believe it's been a year of us doing that. It is amazing. It's been such a long time. We floundered a couple of times. We've had times when we've not had enough players on to do it. But overall, it's kept us engaged and having fun in the game, and it's provided entertainment for other groups as well. Not just the people we're targeting, but allies of the people we're targeting. Other groups have got involved. There's been groups that have come in and negotiated settlements and peace deals, which has been absolutely hilarious. There's been a whole level of diplomacy to the game, back and forth in messages. There's been secret payments made, under the table payments made, as like the leader says they don't want to pay us, but somebody in the faction will make a payment because they're the poor schlub that does the BGS, and they're like, well, the leader's just being stubborn. I don't want to repair all this BGS later. So it's been wonderful, and may it continue. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.